Okay, here we go. Another episode of Let's Repair It, I guess. I'll start calling that the show. So I started off with this Dell. I had a bunch of stickers on it. I had to peel off it. I just did that off camera. I got this thing all cleaned up. The issue with this one is there's a battery problem with it. So that's going to be the initial plan, is to fix up the battery on it. Install Windows, make sure it works, and then as long as it does, I'll be moving forward to I have another one that I was doing a BIOS mod on, or doing a BIOS flash, that basically I got stuck because I couldn't get all the pins to connect or whatever. I bought some different clips, and I'm hoping this time those clips will actually get me there. So we're gonna see. So let's get to it, I guess. So let me grab my charger over here. So handy dandy little charger. Right there's our charger plug. And basically what this thing is doing right now, just so y'all can see for yourself, when we plug her in, she boots, but she doesn't quite do what you'd expect. So let me show you here. So right now, when we plug this thing into the charger, as you can see here, there's the charger. I'll plug it in, and you'll get this, there you go. See the orange light, and then it starts blinking real fast. That basically means, like, hey, I'm not charging. And if I left it set for a couple hours, it literally just never did anything more than that. But we're still in okay shape, because if we open up the computer and take a peek here at the display, fire it up, it does boot. So there it goes, turning on, keyboard lit up. There's our display, and right there, your battery has experienced permanent failure. So that basically means TLDR, your battery's fucked. So, and if I pull the power, you'll see it just dies. So there you go. So that's what's going on with this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and pull this thing apart, replace the battery, and move forward from there. And then next we'll get on to that other one, that bane of my existence, as I would call it, the laptop of death so far, as it were. That's going to be that other one that I was doing with the BIOS chip issue. I'm just looking for my kit of tools. I don't know where I put them. Maybe I actually put them away. Fat chance of that. Well, maybe not a chance of that. I guess I could have. Don't think I did, though. It doesn't look like I did. It's not up here. Where are the other tools at? Let's have to take a peek around here for a minute, so I figure out what to do with them. And so it would be nice to know what it would be nice to know what I did with. Why are those? There's Mrs. Okay, where's that frickin' toolkit at? Put away, I guess. Let's be sitting back here somewhere, up underneath everything. Oh, huh. Weird. What did I do with it? Oh, come on. This is ridiculous now. This be how it is sometimes. You need something, you go looking for it, and it's never where the hell you put it. This is not supposed to be how things go. But on occasion, you will have this. Be the same. Oh, dude, I swear to God, I put them over here. What the hell did I do with those freaking tools? Wow, really? Okay. Searching everything else. Stupid as shit. What the hell did I do with my friggin' tools, man? You have to be kidding me. Oh my god. I can't believe I didn't plan ahead. I'm disappointed in myself right now for sure. No. I stick that stupid toolkit of mine I like so much. Okay, well. Let's both use a different toolkit for now. Since I don't know where those ones are. Can't believe this is really happening right now. It's like, hey, by the way, go use your tools you like to use and tell me about it. Oh, well, okay. That's nuts. Wow, wow, wow. I don't know how I lost them. Maybe they're outside. Go take a peek over here real quick, see if I can't find them. This is a little nuts. Well, man, I don't know how I lost them in the first place. It's really going to eat me up if I don't find them. So I'm going to choose to find them. Not here. Yes. Might be underneath here. Oh. Well, I can't believe that. They're just missing. They're just like straight up missing. Where the fuck did I put them? They're not in here with all this. Space might have stuck them. I would have thought. Get the laptop and all the issues. Check this drawer again. I could have put them up here. Well, there they are. I got them. I did put them away. I put them where they were supposed to go. I can't believe that. For once, I did the right thing, and then I lost them because I put them where they go. Okay, sorry about that, guys. All right, back to it. So, not quite sure how that happened, but it did. So here we go. This is what we're going to do. We're going to go and flip this over. Finish taking out the screws. I already had a couple of them out from last time. There's the bulk of the screws there. Go ahead and get this thing popped open. It's got the correct bit on it, so we're good there. And we're gonna go ahead and unscrew these screws here. Get this lid popped loose here. And from there, we need to get this hole. Now, this is kind of a weird deal. This one comes apart because you gotta slip your tool up underneath the display and the frame. Let's see how I'm splitting it there. So that's what you gotta do. You gotta split it right here in the frame. Get it enough apart where you can actually, then you'll hear the pop start happening. There it goes, popping. Now the frame is separating from the unit. There we are. Then we can go around the other way. There we go. And then you just want to make sure you check for all your screws. Make sure you didn't leave a screw in, which I didn't, because it's grabbing awful hard in this one spot. I want to make sure we don't break anything. Just do a simple change like this. All right, there we go. All right. I've cleaned the bottom still. The lid off the laptop, and this is the battery we're changing out. So this is the unit that's bad, or supposedly bad. Here's the replacement I ordered for it. A lot of people probably wouldn't go through doing all this for computers. I do because I don't like to see them go to the dump. So here's our replacement. Brand new 42 watt replacement. So what we're going to do is we're going to simply disconnect the old one, replace it with the new one. And if you look, the connector actually goes underneath here. And this is our connector here. So we're going to go and there's a pull tab here. I would give that I was going to give it a yank, but it looks like it's pulling the wires back. We'll grab these little tabs on the side and separate those back. It's jammed in there pretty good, ain't it? Maybe that's why it was having such problems with this unit. There we go. See, it's not a bent pin. No, it doesn't look bent. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and unscrew this. The old battery out, put the new one in, and then once we get this thing up and running, we'll move on to the other project. And this one has 8 gigs RAM in it right now. Could add 16 if it would give us more money, but I don't know if it will on this or not. So we're going to leave it at 8 for now. We may upgrade it later, since you do have the ability to do so. And these are DDR4, so it's decent. It's not super old. So there's our battery to replace. I'll take the old one out. We're going to seat the new one in. Unplug this in. What's actually weird about this is it looks like that connector goes like a different direction. So this one kind of folds to the left. This one kind of folds. Yeah, well, I guess it'll reach. It's kind of different, I guess. What I thought was weird. That's all right. Looks like it's going to work after all. Be able to pull it over to there. Get it seated in there. Didn't want to have to yank on it like that, but well, you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. That, or you could change out the plug. You might just do that. Might just change out this plug. Let's We do have the plug from this other battery. Yeah, I'll take the plug out of this one. Give us an idea if it's actually something weird with the plug or not. Could be a good battery and just a bad plug. You never know, right? I don't think that's the case, but at least this way now we can use the original plug that came with it. Alright, so we got that thing seated in. Perfect. Now what we're going to do is put these screws back in on this battery and then immediately test it, see if it'll power on without any kind of charge or any kind of help. Hopefully it does. That'll be one good sign to let us know we have a decent battery here. Here we go. And yeah. This is installed. I like this unit because it has the ability to run a SATA hard drive as well as a solid state SSD. That's kind of a nice touch on this unit. No internal graphics card, actually. There might be one underneath here. No, it looks like just transistors, but usually this is where the other GPU would have been if you had one. Like a dedicated graphics card. This motherboard would have been right there. And they would have had a second little heat pipe thing right here. And this would have probably been moved over a little more or had a bigger fan. Anyway, let's test it, see if we've got any juice now. I'm going to actually just grab the frame in here, mid-frame, flip this thing up. We're going to power it up, see if it goes without putting it all back together. There we are. Let's see what happens. Nothing yet. Well, so it may not be a battery issue then. It's very possible that may not be the case. I'm still not counting it out that it's not. Could just be that this battery's new and hasn't had any power to it yet. Let's take a look from the side here. Let's try that charging port again. This time it lit up green. Then went, it didn't go blinking that other color, so that's good news. Alright. Good so far. Might just mean the battery's low. There it goes, booting. And oh cool, checking media. I didn't throw a battery error. Good deal. Looks like we may have just resolved this one already. The other thing we want to do is just Control Delete, and we're going to go ahead and I think it's F12 on this one or F2. One of them gets us to the BIOS on this. There we go. That's good enough. And we want to go ahead and go down to the Enter Setup for BIOS. No password, that's good. And this is a Ryzen 5 2500U with Radeon Vega Mobile GFX. So this one will be pretty decent for some light gaming, and this one actually probably be worth putting the extra RAM into as well. I didn't know that was this unit. Solid state PCI M.2 would be good on this as well. Let's see here. Power no module enable. There it is, battery health. This battery is performing normally. That's what we want to see. And also, if we unplug it, it doesn't just immediately die anymore. So now we have power. Although it did die a little bit after, that's okay. The battery wasn't fully charged. We're going to upgrade the RAM on this too while we're in here. Put a hard drive in here, finish getting this one ready for sale. This will be a pretty fast seller, I think. I don't have any problem getting this thing sold in a fairly decent manner. And what we're going to do here, we're going to go ahead and grab a 16 gig kit of RAM. This is the 16 gig kit here. Yeah, this is the 16 gig kit memory module upgrade here. Oh, I see what happened here. We just do an upgrade to 2 gig kit. We got, as far as memory goes, a bunch of different kits in here. What's this? 8 gig stick. I think what we'll do is we'll just add an 8 gig to make this thing 12. Give it about 12 gigs of RAM. That'll get it over the hump of 8. Give it a little extra oomph when, playing some games. I'm going to swap out this 4 gig stick here. Second. Okay. I'm not sure why you're the only one here. It's just a stream I started a few minutes ago. I'm not sure. All right, so we added some more RAM to this just to give it a nice little step up. It'll help with the sale of it, and plus, just I don't know. I feel like 8's just not enough anymore with a lot of things. Usually I'd go for 16, but I don't know. We'll see. Go and put a hard drive in this real quick, and then get it pushed out for sale. I gotta order another batch of hard drives. Running low. We're running these Patriot 220s. They're pretty good. Could always go solid. You could go SSD and NVMe on this, but I mean, for the price point I'm gonna get for this, it's probably not worth doing too much more. If it was my personal computer, then yeah, I'd probably do a little more with it. But since it's not, we're just gonna go this route. Oh, there we go. The next unit we're gonna do is do the BIOS hacking on the other computer. Just wanted to get this one out of the way because it's been waiting a while. And there we go. And we're just gonna go and pop in this drive. Sorry about the angle. There you go. Pop this in here. I don't know why it is that I never have any screws for these. It's like they lose the screws for these plates, but I mean, it's all solid state, so it really doesn't matter at this point. And yeah, it'd be cool to have the screws, I guess, but it's not going to go anywhere. And the plastic's going to keep the drive in place anyway, so you're not really going to have it moving around as they would in other scenarios. There we go. That's it. Drive's plugged in. Drive's loaded. We're going to put some windows on here. Get that finished up. Or at least get it started. Maybe move it out the way and then work on another one. We don't really need this one to sit here after we get it loaded. All right. So there we go. There you have it. And then I'm going to go ahead and seat up the cover. Actually, I needed to just double check that that memory actually showed up before we go any further with this. So I really don't know if it did. I just added it willy-nilly and didn't check it. Probably should check it to see where we're at with that. Okay. You said, can BIOS hacking be risky? Yeah, it can if you don't know what you're doing. You know what though? Here's the thing. Like I bought the laptop for I think like 20 or 30 bucks, and it has a BIOS lock, and the laptop's worth like $160. So it's probably worth my time to spend $15 to just get it working. And yeah, BIOS hacking can be risky, but you'll see. We're going to run a hex editor. We're going to pull the BIOS image. The last time I was pulling images, I just got zeros. I didn't get an image. And that is part of the problem, too. You could get an image, and it could be blank, or it could be, like, garbled or not the whole image. And then you go ahead and try to write it back, and you biff the computer. But hopefully you get a backup, or you get, like, an original from somewhere that you can just kind of flash back over if need be. But yeah, Bluebird, it can definitely be risky for sure. All right, check another chat there, and let's see here. BIOS setting, under settings. I'm just double checking the RAM showed up, and there you have it. So the Patriot SSD showed up there, and our 12 gigs of RAMs there too. So we're good to go. I really like this one because it's a Ryzen 5. You know, with the Vega, even though it's a little older, it's still a good unit. This will be a solid computer. Plus, it's a 15-inch display. Like putting Bazzite on here would be nice, or Windows 11 with some, some Fortnite would work great, I'm sure. Some light gaming titles. I don't know if I'd say just straight up Call of Duty, but you could maybe. Don't know what that graphics card's capable of. Just this was a nice unit because it was a Ryzen. Most of the ones I get a hold of are AMD, or I'm sorry, Intel, and this one wasn't. So I was like really stoked about that, but I needed a battery, so that's kind of why we had to hold on to it for a little longer than I like. Get a battery here. Once I got the battery in, checked it, now it works. So we're like, part way there. That's nice. There we go. And now we gotta go get these screws back in. That cable is a little shorter than it needed to be for the other, off the other battery. But we fixed it by just, swapping it over. These are all our screws from earlier. Put it back together the way it came apart. And usually there's long ones back here by the hinges. We have some long screws back here. And we're going to see if that's the case. It does not seem to be the case here. No. I should have kept track of what order these were in. Could have come in handy to know which ones go where. Well, it's pretty easy to kind of figure out where they go because they just drop right in the computer. They're long ones, like that's a long one for sure. Let's see here, a long one I could tell from here. That's a long one. Let's go long one there. I swore you'd have a long one on the backs. It's saying like no. Oh, that's funny. Okay, we're gonna just try it. Or I already put screws in there and don't realize it. I might have reseated the screws back in. Actually, I kind of forgot about that. Maybe I did. See, we got 3 screws left, 5 here. Why do we not have enough? That's kind of weird. I think we were to had more screws than we're supposed to. Seems like these ones work. Oh, you know what? I wonder if that's the problem. Ones that just dropped in were supposed to be different, yeah. That's what it is. These were the threaded ones, full threaders. Supposed to go up here. I got it now. Huh. These little half guys, where they're missing threads, were meant to go up here, where it just needs the end threads. Let's see, is this one of those end thread guys or full thread guys? Full thread. Okay. Good deal. A short thread. Let's go and swap it out with the right screw here. That's probably meant to go back here. That's a full threader. Full threads are probably meant to go in the back for sure. It looks like I'm short a screw. No, 2 screws, it looks like. Short 2 screws. Wow. Don't know how that's possible, but okay. There was no other ones over here. It's kind of like got left out. It popped around. Nope. Okay, well, good enough. Close enough. I gotta trip about a couple screws. They're not necessary for it to stay working or anything, so we're not gonna make a fuss about something stupid. We are gonna clean this up a teeny bit while we're here, because I don't like looking nasty. Some isopropyl alcohol, and just crud off this like Play-Doh looking shit off this computer. Where the hell that came from? Yeah, just dirt. Nobody wants a fucking nasty, dirty computer. I know I don't. I like my shit looking nice when I get it, especially if I spend good money on it. Even if it is used or secondhand, I want it to be nice. Good enough. Looks better there. Okay. So this top lid we already did. Already clean this one up. Should we get the bullshit off there? Alright. Nice. This needs a little work. It's got a little crud right here. Some kind of like goop that's stuck in here. Yeah. Nothing's pushing through, so that's good. Didn't put the wrong screw in the wrong spot, so that's nice. And oh, what's Bazite? I'm sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat. I can show you. Bazite's this. Bazite's basically a more open version of Steam Deck that you can get. I'll pull it up for you so you can see what it looks like real quick. I actually have it on a unit. I can demo it for you if you want to see it, but this is Bazite right here. It's Linux gaming. Basically, it's what Steam Deck is kind of built on with the SteamOS and its stuff. It's the same deal. It runs. It basically looks like SteamOS when you get into it. It is powered by Fedora, where SteamOS is powered by Arch. So that's kind of the big difference. But you know, it plays most games. The only thing it doesn't play is like probably Fortnite and a couple other titles that have like anti-cheat. Some of that stuff is just kind of like eh. But this is Bazite. It's like the first iteration of like real Linux gaming that people can like get, install, and like not be afraid of. I guess that's the idea. It has all the full functions of like a Steam Deck too. So like if you have it on a laptop, you'll get like thermal throttling where you can like tell it you only want the GPU to use like 15 watts of power and limit how many hertz and frames and everything, so you can get more power out of your battery, longer battery life, all that stuff. So yeah, that's kind of what it is in a nutshell. It's like it's a more open source, more compatible version of SteamOS. So hopefully that answers your question. Sorry, I sometimes look away and don't get a chance to kind of like pay attention right away, so I do apologize about that. I thought I had what would I do with my stream? Okay, well, let's go back to my thing, I guess. Must have somehow closed my running live stream or whatever. I didn't mean to, but I did. There we go. I have a Chrome OS Flex. I'm into tech. Yeah, okay. Not a bad little unit, I guess. I haven't messed with the Chromebooks a whole lot myself. I've got like a Lenovo Yoga 260 that I've been messing with. I've got Bazite on there. I've got Mac OS running on it as a Hackintosh, and I've got Windows 11 on there. And I'm planning on doing the same thing with a what's the next one I'm doing it with? It's a Surface Pro 5th gen with the cellular, and I just kind of want the cellular antennas so I can put a line of service on it and then throw it in my car. Use it with my Beat and stuff to power all my screens, my TVs and shit. That's the plan. Later on, get around to doing that. Gets a little nicer out. When business kind of gives me a break. Started doing this side business of selling laptops and stuff. And yeah, it's just like it hasn't really slowed down, so just kind of been doing that lately. And that screen's like all dirty and stuff. Not intentionally, but you know, it just kind of is. Just cut off this display. Yeah, a little bit. Let's come on. Oh my! I just feel like if I was the end user, I wouldn't want crud on my laptop. If I got a laptop from somebody, I hope they took the time to make it look nice for me, especially when I'm spending my hard-earned money with them. I guess not everybody thinks like that. I do. There we go. There we go. Screen. Like little pieces of fucking jizz stuck to the screen or something. I'm not gonna say it's jizz, but I'm just kidding when I say that. But it feels like it's some sticky, not sticky, but like stuck to it though. See, like some sticky crap on here. There's this little line right here I don't like. I guess you can't see it. It's kind of glossed up. Oh. Just about done. Yeah, we're gonna move on to the next computer here. The one that had the BIOS issue, had the BIOS thing on it. I couldn't get the other night, and I was working on it. Stumped. But I got a different clip system, so we're gonna try it, see if it works. Anyway, this will have to do for now. I'm not gonna go any further than this with it. And there's a hair right in the screen, like a person's hair right there, or dog hair or something. Duck. Got him out though.